Good morning, crew. Hope you're doing well. This is raw vlog number 14. Raw vlogs are recorded live in front of a steering wheel on my way to getting my Friday morning coffee delivered straight from the camera to you, unedited and raw. Today we're going to be talking about, I guess broadly, why I mountain bike, what keeps me coming back, what do I get out of it. Quick note, I've moved the camera because I know a couple of people have not liked when I've turned left up here in a little bit and we gotten a bunch of sun in the lens, so I've moved it so that hopefully we won't get those bright flashes. Hopefully the audio's still okay. I don't really have any channel updates. I can give you my wellness update, I guess, which is this week has been a little bit rough in terms of this guy. I have a little bit of new artwork. I've got eyes to see you. Thanks, Matt Palmer. Palmer, maybe that's why I put him there. Anyway, yeah, this week has been a little bit tough in terms of sleep. I am really low on sleep. The arm, the cast has been keeping me awake. I think also the lack of stress relief that mountain biking normally brings to me, yeah, that has really caused me some issues, I think, too. So trying to find other ways to relax. But this is why I've been thinking about, what do I get out of mountain biking? Why do I mountain bike? And yeah, some of it is just really about getting outside, about being out in nature, I guess, but just generally outside activity. You know, when I was a kid, I was always outside, either riding bikes or climbing trees or, you know, whatever, running around in the hills behind my house. I grew up in Tennessee, and we were in a residential area that was near to some rural areas, so it was really easy for me to just go out the back door, jump over a barbed wire fence, and then just be in the woods. And I'd be running around out there throwing sticks and shooting 22s and just hanging out there. I would even just sometimes throw a couple of cans of beans in a backpack and take a sleeping bag out there and set up fire in a dry creek bed and just spend the night on a whim. So, you know, as I got older, it was nice to find ways to be outside. I've talked a lot about, or I've talked before about how I got into skateboarding and really enjoyed a lot of aspects of skateboarding, which we'll kind of get into a little bit later here. But the one thing that skateboarding was kind of missing for me was that being out in the woods aspect. So that's always really important to me. And another thing that mountain biking brings to me, that the same that skateboarding brought to me, was working on skills and progression, physical skills, athletic skills, and progressing those skills and everything that goes into that. And that really just kind of encapsulates a lot of the other things I'm going to be talking about. So another thing is that danger aspect, about being able to take something that is dangerous maybe when you're first doing it, or at least you're having to risk injury, but some of that is due to the lack of skill, and you have to ride the edge of your skill in order to progress that skill or get more skills. And then that which was once dangerous, or at least scary, maybe, I guess maybe those are kind of the same thing. That's its whole other conversation. But anyway, can you tell I'm like a little discombobulated right now due to lack of sleep? In any case, using skill, or you know, acquiring skills in a way that converts your what was scary and dangerous into something that's just normal. I know that there are, you know, features and parts of trails that used to intimidate me and that I would be scared of, and now they're just fun. So like, yeah, not even from dangerous to safe, but from dangerous and scary to fun. Yeah. And I think that, you know, that aspect, that fun aspect is really important too. The laughter, the smiling, the you know, like you see a lot of fist bumps in my videos, and I don't ever like force or stage those. It just feels really good because, you know, and that's the result of a shared experience, going down the trail with somebody else, experiencing that fun, all those things that you share with each other of working through progression, you know, riding something that you all used to be scared of and that now you really enjoy riding, sharing that and then coming through that. So that kind of shared experience, I think all that kind of comes together, and then that really just brings me back and gives me that stoke. And that's why it can be tough to be off the bike. That's probably obvious, but you're not getting as much of that. So I'm not getting as much of that these days. I'm doing it through like reviewing video and whatnot. And I guess really these last couple of weeks on these raw vlogs, I guess I've been kind of flirting with danger by some of the subject matter I've talked about. I know I've gotten some strong reactions, so I guess I never really feel totally right if I haven't done some dangerous stuff, you know, if I haven't risked injury and pushed progression, taken myself to those edges. And you know, when I'm injured, when I'm off the bike, I can't really do that because obviously I don't want to re-injure this thing. So yeah, I guess the closest thing has been to really push myself in training, get myself to uncomfortable places, and then trying to stay there. It's not the same as experiencing the fear and danger of like hitting a new feature or trying a new movement. But it is, well, some stuff going on over here, but it's at least dealing with discomfort and getting into that stuff that we talked about last week about preparing for getting back on the bike. Yeah, there's another piece of thing I wanted to talk about a little bit. No, I'll save that for later. I think another aspect of mountain biking that I really enjoy is that discomfort, right? I don't experience it as much at the bike park, but that kind of grind, that the kind of discomfort and pain of having to climb up a hard climb. I was just watching some footage from being in Laguna with Kelly, and you know, those climbs aren't terrible, but they're climbs, and I don't know really when it happened. It might have happened when I started training CrossFit, but at a certain point I started to, I don't actually want to use the word enjoy, but I'm gonna say enjoy. It's not exactly enjoy, but I started to enjoy that gnarly discomfort of forcing myself to climb up something or do something physically hard. Yeah, not sure when that switch got flicked, but when it did, I think it really affected just how I approach life in general. You know, before that period of my life, I didn't always gravitate towards doing hard things. I guess I would gravitate towards doing things the hard way, which is different than doing hard things, but yeah. I don't know really what else to say. I wasn't really able to prepare a whole bunch more than that. What I mean is I've been thinking about, you know, what do I really like about mountain biking and what brings me back, but I hadn't really taken the notes and thought about it as much as I normally do on these things, because my brain has not been functioning at optimal levels. So yeah, that's raw vlog number 14. I hope you dug it. I know it was pretty rambly and I don't even really remember half of what I said right now because I'm still waking up. But if you dug it, hit the like button. If you didn't so much dig it, hit the comment button and let me know why. And if you want to continue getting videos from the MTB Allen channel, hit that subscribe button. See you around.